ship.
Yeah,
Other
like
than
what's
that,
a sweep,
yeah,
how to
nothing.
get off, take us back.
Yeah, there was 3 of us in there, so he won. Then I fought the other guy, and then I went in for a single leg shot. He guillotined me. That was my first tournament.
I'm not a takedown person. I swear you, every time I try to take someone down, they do something like that.
So that's pretty much like from that point is how I evolved my game into being a butterfly guard player. Because I was picking this guy's brain who was a purple belt at the time about how like just give me one good escape from half guard bottom, and it's like my sweep till today. That's like my very first thing I try to do in half guard. Excuse me, butterfly guard. But I think it's evolved for me a lot, and I still like playing it. There's only one high-level guy that I can think of that does butterfly guard, because a lot of the passing nowadays, like people stand up to pass, which is what a lot of people do. It's hard to get them into a butterfly guard. Like this guy never passes on his knees; he's always passing standing up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go over some of the stuff that I like to do. Enjoy this. So, yep.
So start from half guard, right? So I'm always kind of looking for that shield with my hands, and I make the space, and then I get my foot in. So I'm always like kind of like shallow half guard, not super deep. So I keep my foot kind of shallow in here. This kind of keeps my partner in place and keeps him on his knees. If I can get this across his calf muscle. If I can get mine like this right over his, kind of keeps him in here, and kind of, if I get my grips, it'll stop him from standing up, right? So I'm not just kind of playing here without any grips. I'm always looking for this first grip on the collar, and then I'll try and control the sleeve here like this. So I'm either kind of here or sitting up and going for the belt under here like this. So this is my setup pretty much for my game, right here, okay? So we're playing here, I put my other hook in, okay? So now, once I get to this position, I like fitting my instep under my partner's hamstring. So if it's not happening, if Mitch is sitting on his heels like this, and it's kind of not happening for me, I'll come up and hug him and bring him to me like this. Now if I can get my instep behind of his, hey, what's up, you guys? My instep behind of his hamstring, now I'm kind of set right here. So I'll either keep the belt grip here and this grip here, right? So now I'm just going to look for that basic sweep this way. So that's my first. Just going this way, right? So that's the first one. Okay? So I'm just loading him up, bringing him close to me. So I either go here with the belt grip or the cross collar grip. But I hold the wrist or the sleeve too. Yeah. So that's my go-to. The first one, the very first one that I like to do. Hug the waist, grab the belt, and I'll block this hand so he can't post, and then I'll pull him up and lift him with my left leg. Okay, so that's like, if I can get that, it's like, oh, thank you, thanks guy. Okay, so sometimes this is what happens now. Sometimes is I get here and I start to go for my sweep, and Mitch posts his hand out here, and I kind of want it to stop. Right? So they got, yeah, and then they put this foot up too.
That's what I was going to ask.
Stand up, right? So now we're kind of like in this battle with this, right? It's almost like I don't quite have what I need to do to sweep him because he's got these posts working for him, right? So I try and chase the post hand, right? So now I don't really have the leverage from here to kind of sweep him over. Most of the time, I'll be like kind of far like this, right? And not much lifting power already. So what I do sometimes in that situation is with my toes, I drive myself back under to get under him again, and then I do it again. So the first one is just basic, right? I'm here, under here. If this foot is up already, if he has this leg up already, now it's going to be a little bit more difficult to really get the leverage to lift him up. No, it's okay. Go ahead, lift it up. So if that happens, well, let's just say go back to the first two. Sorry, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, okay? So the first two here, basic, started from half, put the hook in, got the belt grip, load them on top of me, straight onto me.
Not at an angle just yet. You come straight at me, kill this post, you can put it down, with the lift, and then come on top. Okay? So now we're here. We got this. I'm gonna go for my sweep. Mitch bases up like this. He's got this post, and I'm at a bad angle here to really lift him up. Yeah, you can lift that leg up. Right, he's got a good base here. So I make sure I chase the post hand that he has, because I don't want him to keep posting if I keep chasing him down. Right? So I'm kind of out of position. I get back under him again, and then we lift again. And I got this same sweep, but I just had to reload underneath of him. I had to chase him down a little bit and keep an eye on that post hand, so he can't keep moving to run away from me. Yeah? Get it? Cool. Try those two out and then I'll talk about that if he lifts up the other leg. Get an option from there. Cool. Try them. Add it into your game.
Ready? Great. Also, I washed my feet as soon as it started smelling weird. I literally just washed my part here now.
Because now it keeps me down.
This is
Must be smell. Yeah, just like from the
Sit up, grab that,
Okay,
straight back,
so
do this, kind of scoot back just a little bit, so I can make room for this one. Then I try to use this part of my foot. Because picture this, right? This leg is gonna lift, so keep it super tight to me. When I lift up, follow. Lift my leg up. See how that works? So stay connected.
Yeah, it is. It's like a hamstring like that. Yep. And then yeah, you're down.
Anytime I start to lift, just follow my leg. Don't let it. Yes, dude, nice. Perfect.
Am I going the way of the leg that I have, right? This is correct, right?
So you're gonna lift Shauna up this way, and she's gonna go that way.
Yeah. And what about, which hand am I worried about?
I like to hold the belt if I can, and then hand it back. Then I'm gonna hold this hand so she can't post it when I'm sweeping her
I'm
wrist.
gonna start coming back,
Yep, there you go.
right?
Started after our bed, go like that. So if I start to
Can you give me a
push
little
this down like that, so you just don't let it move off your foot, because this one's really not doing much. We're okay with what we're doing this here. Now it's not on the floor, right?
This one's
gonna lift.
this one's just
Not anymore. So not once this one came in. Now your leg is gonna follow my leg.
Yeah, where it goes.
I'm going to perform comedy tonight, so I just need
At least get to roll way back or.
Yes.
Yes. I've done it before. It's been like 6, 7 years. And I haven't done it.
I just keep it over so you can't stand on it. That's it. Just over. That's all I can say. Here. This is on the ground, you have to take it away. In the beginning, yes, they are. So just start from half guard.
And you're not holding that right here.
This thing is good. Watch over this spot. Just spin, spin, spin. No, move your whole body. Yeah. So I can have landing.
Yeah. But I think
If you're playing half guard, you do like this. Yeah.
forward going, and then now they
Side.
Yes.
Yes, you make this good.
That's why if you don't want to
Sit
stay
up,
in the side, don't take it back.
Hold this seat.
As soon as you do that, you know it's my leg.
Oh, exactly like that.
So,
Because then I can't. That's my hand on the ground. Yeah. That's what I need to stop you. I felt like kind of like hold it on me really. I just hold it. When he was showing me, like the first one didn't feel like I hold it. I didn't feel like. I mean, this is really good. I like it. If you turn it around, yeah. Most of the time I'll hold this.
yeah. We got you.
it's gonna be, you're gonna have to really go through that.
Yeah.
This.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be
Yeah.
strong, so.
Yeah, but keep an eye on this hand too.
So keep
Make sure
going,
you
fire on the back.
the traffic is
Go to the snap.
So just two important things. That's what's helping.
Because remember, I might have a post
Well,
there.
there's a lot
This
of.
one's
And
holding
also,
this
I think
wrist.
you might need to pull my arm down. You know, like you said.
Nice, that's perfect.
Yep. Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Most of the time you're not gonna end up. You might. Most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So this was the same one? Yep, pretty sure too.
Oh, yeah, we can press that. We can do that now.
Yeah.
So that's where you stand up.
Mitch, one thing that's kind of not helping you in that
So-
situation is that
You know, with the
your
long
left hand
arms,
grip isn't really giving you much assist on the lift when it's right there.
Versus the underhook.
Versus the underhook and grabbing the belt.
So you're gonna stand.
I think they're gonna do it.
Yeah, we were just talking about that,
Yeah, just,
This stands and then
it's just you're adjusting your body, doing the same exact thing.
It's hard because he's tall too.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Pulling me forward
Okay.
and a rock hits me over the jet.
Pull him right over the top of you.
Yeah, that's the.
Take him off of his heels.
Trying to go sideways.
No, it's gonna be away. He's got the base already in place. Yeah. That'll do.
What is the other leg?
Which one?
How can you use both the legs to help you? So one taking one leg and one taking the other?
No, so only so like
I don't get that every time.
Space.
And then I stand.
Yeah, so if we stand with this foot, now I'm gonna switch.
But what about he were saying?
You can go.
Just right over.
If I was gonna go here,
All
start
of those you
lifting
can
this.
go either way.
So if this one's up in the air like this, right, and most of the time you're gonna base out a little bit further, you're a little bit wider, right? So now, if this hand is on the ground, we got this point and this point pushing me forward. So this is the one that I really want, right? So from here, I gotta come more under. See, if you're resisting and I can't get you back up, then that's okay, I'll just go back
Yeah,
and forth.
exactly.
Right?
Because normally this would be different.
Yeah, so if I can't load you back up again, I'm not gonna waste my time and energy trying to keep pulling you towards me, right? If you're being stubborn and you know the game isn't gonna go that way, yeah, if you're doing that, being way back there,
Yeah.
then I'm not gonna try and pull you forward. I'm gonna switch to something different, right? The situation is if we're here and I start to go, and you're going, but you base like that, check on your foot right there. Yeah, you're on your foot like that. Or even look at all this space too. I can even improvise, right? You can get out
Yeah.
and go to your back. Right? The situation is if I got you going, and you start to go this way, right? You start to go, and now I gotta get under you more. So sometimes I can even use this to pull me under. So it's like it's kind of a situational, that
Yeah.
second part, right? If the guy's hopping like this, trying to catch his base, and he's not super stable yet, and there's still time for you to get underneath and send him airborne again that way. Okay. So we can drill those two. Let's just put one more thing that I like to do and I see in my game that I like from what I've done. Okay? So we're here, I start to put this hook in, and then he lifts this leg up. Right? Well, I keep this hook up here like this, and then I use this hand to go underhook his thigh, and I pull myself underneath of it. Like with here, and I pull in here. Now I elevate this little bit to get his foot off the floor. Just a little bit so I can grab it. And I pull it close to my butt, and I extend my leg out, and I got another sweep right there. So it's kind of like a waiter sweep, but not quite. Sort of like a waiter sweep. Okay, so up here, I hook in, he lifts up his foot, I underhook his thigh and pull myself close to him, almost like a deep half guard, right? Here. Then once I got this foot, I make sure that I'm pulling it close to me, because if not, this can step right over, right? If I'm not careful, and then I'm kind of screwed. So now from here, I got this grip here. I kind of just hold this thigh, hold it by the ankle, and then I flare my leg back this way. And you super light, and then come up close. Okay. That's one of my favorites for that guy. You can see how he stands up.
Show me one more time.
Keep this super tight to you while I'm pulling this. You can't move your leg very much. Flare my leg this way. Get you at that.
Yeah, you see them?
No.
Okay, so here.
And then that's when it goes. So this comes around.
Yeah, it's more of a, remember, there's two sides.
Lift this just enough to get my foot off the floor.
Yeah.
Grab it.
So I'm going to put yourself.
And I'll flare your knee out.
Oh, then I'm grabbing myself over.
Is that right? Pretty easy, yeah.
You need I'm saying back.
That was pretty good.
You see,
It's a regulation.
You didn't roll me up, you pulled me.
I pulled it down.
You might come up to it. So from here, it's basically, it's essentially butterfly hook again.
Yeah.
But go through, you don't need that.
Again.
Just gonna pull yourself
Oh,
close.
yes, so this is.
Yes, nice, bro, perfect.
Yeah, and then I go over
You want to
this.
come up on top of me. Yeah.
If I let go of this,
So for that second one, you're gonna grab the ankle from the outside. So keep this up here and this.
there.
Yeah, so yeah, it's okay. So what I like to do, because sometimes it is like that, where it's hard to grab, is I'll lift her foot like that. So now I can get it. There you go.
Okay, and then where's, is this one still here?
Underhooking, yeah.
Okay.
And now flare your knee out as you pull.
Cool.
There you go, yeah. So you gotta get super close to her. You gotta get,
Can you get in more?
yeah, you gotta get like almost like a deep half guard.
It's a little.
One side is.
So this is here, it stays, and then I breathe in.
Yeah, and then you, there you go, there you go, nice. Okay, yeah, and now you're.
That's a lot easier to come up with.
And you're really ending.
So you gotta get flat. You gotta get that, you know, you're kind of on your side. You need to come back flat.
And where's she going?
She's going backwards. Here, let me do it to her, then you can watch. We started in half guard, right? I want to play my butterfly guard. So I put this hook in right behind of her knee where she bends, right? So if it's up like this, now I gotta pull myself close under her.
Oh, so at that moment is when you're shifting your hips under.
Yeah, I'm bringing myself super
Okay.
close underneath her Shauna. And now if I can't reach her ankle, I lift up and now I got it, right? So now I know already if I'm doing that to her, so she has to face that way, she's naturally gonna wanna sit back up. Yeah, she doesn't like being thrown this way, she's gonna put her weight back and it's a bit easier. So I'm doing,
So you're getting like body shift into like what would be deep half is from when you grab her.
yes. And so from here, right, so I got this and the
Yeah,
ankle.
okay.
So now my knee is kind of like straight up like this. To get the sweep on her, as I pull her leg, I flare my knee out at an angle. So she's kind of tipsy already. Get back over here. Thank you, Shauna.
I'm trying to get that leg. Really gotta.
What do you think?
It's a scramble once you get that. I mean, the underhook definitely helps.
So like when I can hit it pretty good. Like when I get this I'm sorry. Get myself under here. Get this from here. Hit this sweep.
Well, once I realized that the
Coming up.
shift was
Give
exactly
it
that.
a staple and makes it easier.
Alright, let's see if I
Because now
can.
even if I go to here or here, it's harder for you to cross over. So now it's gonna make that other foot up first.
It's a tough place once,
Alright, so.
you know, you get underneath.
Is the foot
Once you get underneath me, it's.
So inside, outside.
I have a really hard time, I'm starting to figure out a little bit better steps when the guy stands up. That's the butterfly guard killer, to stand up passers.
It's like a knee to a rib.
But I'm figuring nerding off.
There's a little wind.
Well, you can see the butterfly.
Okay.
Position or you switch to something else.
I usually switch to X guard. I usually switch to X guard, especially if there's a lot of space for me
Yeah,
to get.
because you're already out, like,
I'm
it's
like, I
just,
got one in
you
already.
know, and then if you're,
Yep.
so,
Yeah. So even like from that waiter seat, I could switch to X from that position.
yeah.
But it's such a, I have everything I need
I
already.
know, I think, well, you're, yeah, if you, that would be a higher percentage.
So while you're really doing there, just kind of like, it doesn't feel.
Oh, yeah, for sure. 'Cause that moving part of trying to get the second leg in,
Yeah.
you don't need to.
It feels more like you're driving.
For my
If
game.
I'm comfortable,
Yeah, no,
it doesn't feel off balance.
I just have a hard time getting up underneath.
So do it to me, Shauna, let me feel.
I feel like maybe the push pull, I don't know. I don't know. She did it the first time, but it feels more like she was.
So, alright, so now pull yourself underneath the knee. There you go. Yep, so now, just a little bit. Okay, so as you pull this towards me, flare your knee this way out like that.
I pull this toward you.
Towards
me. Yeah,
There you go.
There you go.
That's it.
There's the flare, baby, the knee flare.
Maybe it's I didn't pull the foot.
No, it's the knee flare before you're putting your knee forward.
I swear to you, I was not.
That's why it hit me in the rib. The first time it hit me in the rib.
That's a good position.
But it was.
All that would staple that thing down.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm just trying to.
So let's try it on me so you make sure it's not a big problem.
So I already know I'm getting taken down, so I'm gonna try to get this.
Yeah,
way.
exactly. Shit is being right here.
Yeah, that's why that might come up. But if you keep cutting around this way, it won't really matter.
And so instead of coming directly up, I think I want to come over at an angle. So,
Go, guys. Cheers.
I was trying to come directly up on you, and come up over.
Yeah, the first, it definitely was not a, it didn't feel like it was a momentum the first time. It felt like it was just more like,
Yeah, right like that.
Okay.
And now, as you pull his ankle towards me, there you probably get. Like, yeah, wide. Really showing you are, yeah.
down this fast.
Try to right. If we miss the other flare, as he goes down. Sometimes you know how guys lift up this leg. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So now, you lift up almost over, as close as they can. So keep the tension on this. Pull this towards me as I flip on me.
And then
The other direction.
immediately across the.
So I don't feel like you need it.
Like, shoulder, over here. Then I just keep,
No, it's this, right?
No,
Yeah, that cross
you had it correct.
I did it right earlier, and now it feels very far away.
From the inside of the, actually, if you grab from the inside of your partner's thigh, you can pull yourself way closer.
use it all the time.
Yep.
Especially in passing.
Yes, there you go. That's the direction.
Where do you go from there?
Usually
Jump
with,
on top.
yeah,
Just stop.
usually with your grips in place and the momentum, it'll take you onto your knees. So pull that ankle. Yeah.
Yeah, it felt just weird at the beginning, I don't know why. I feel like the finish, I understand. It's nice getting there.
Look to the other side, the other side. Lift this one up. This one up. This one up.
There you go, yeah. There you go. So now, this is out of the way. You can pull something closer. I can already feel you yanking this foot. So all you gotta do is flare your knee outwards that way. This one to here. You come to me.
I'm not actually trying to switch this.
Yeah, because you don't want it to be anything between these two. You gotta get as close as you can. You need to have this.
So,
I just
if
make
you
it
let more
flat.
than 2 weeks go by, you're
You wanna roll up, see if it goes flat.
I like him to be like right over me, so that easy enough. All his weight is on your skin.
I didn't take from the airport anyways though, so it's like perfect.
I like bringing that knee in before you dump.
That
Just
one?
clean it
Oh,
up.
that, yeah, to start your pass.
Cleaner.
I mean, it's just gonna depend on how he's
Here,
reacting.
starting to stand up on us.
Right. So you got here, so you can rock, come back. Yep.
The knee in.
Yep. Put that knee in and it really helps drive him over, right?
And you did both. You put
Both, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
The issue is if you pass it, if he has any sort of undergrip at that, when that knee is in, then he sweeps you and passes your guard, right? Or how is that, how do you defend that?
So you mean
Like with his
from
technique
this
of
spot right
bringing the
here?
knee in? No, when he,
Oh, with the two knees.
yeah, because if you bring 2 knees in, but you on top have some sort of grip, then can't you just,
From right here, you mean if you lose this
Yeah.
out, you put it in.
So from right here, right before I go.
He's not waiting though.
it's not, it's like
It's not-
fast, yeah.
It feels really solid.
Powerful, yeah.
Especially when I'm giving you all this space, right?
Oh, see it, naturally want to go X guards, reaction.
Yeah.
Do it again.
So you're a little exposed right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
If
to
he
a
shifts
pass.
to the hip before he grabs your leg, then you're gonna get.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I was saying,
Yeah.
right? Like that you could easily, like at that point,
Because
you're
if you have
so
both
exposed, that
legs,
both your
yeah.
knees are to your
Slide
chest.
sideways
All he
and
has
all
to do
that
is has a
crap.
momentum shift, and then you can literally pass your
There's no
guard.
difference between your leg down and your leg
Oh, there
up.
is though, there
Like,
is,
if my
right?
leg's down, you're already past my knees.
No, because there's a momentum difference, right? I mean, there's a sweep that's like that.
Right? But you're already past this knee, so if I put this here,
Yeah,
I can't.
yeah, I mean, this is,
Yeah, like I think,
Yep.
it's still strong, but.
It's strong, but I don't like it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just did it because I was trying to get this foot.
It just it doesn't feel natural to me. This doesn't.
Because you're tying up another leg
it's a regular
for probably minor gains.
Yeah.
There's only one leg really doing.
I was thinking to put it right on knee on belly and then when you come up.
Oh,
just
for that
for the
being,
side of the
for the starting pass, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Well, I think if you did it a lot, you know, the way you curl your leg up here, and then how you bring it up when you, you know, kind of.
That's what I was trying to solve, was that other
Yeah.
leg issue, and you're landing on my leg, I don't like that.
Like you can come up in kind of a knee slide, you know, position.
Just keep working on the two knees.
Yeah.
I mean, if it fits your style.
It's super strong, especially if you can get that knee right on the belly and continue this up, and just put pressure right on the back. Very much just
why would you need to bring
I
it?
just do not like to
Yeah,
stand
I'm
up.
just gonna try to
Yeah.
just, I don't know why
Because
it's
I think
need
under
that.
every time, I won't ever do it.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe if we can't go deep enough, maybe it would stay right here, and I can't get like
No, you-
as deep, then I could bring